gonna be some cooperation today. Stay. What's up, everybody? I wasn't gonna do a video, but then I was like, I haven't done shit on my channel, so I'm gonna do this really quick. And I gotta get going. It's my son's birthday today. Why not do a quick weekly reading? You know what I'm saying? The way I see it, he will never have an excuse to forget my birthday because his is the day before mine. You don't have an excuse to forget your mother's birthday ever in your life. Who do we start with? Six of Cups. Looks like we're starting with water signs today. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Well, damn. What is something Cancer needs to let go of or walk away from? Oh, shit. Why is the Queen of Swords? Okay. Nine of Swords in reverse. Hangman. So whatever you were stressed out about before, I feel like you're coming out of it, or maybe an air sign if that's who y'all are dealing with. But through a transition, whether it's moving away from someone or it's just like you're going through something that was necessary, you know, to get out of whatever negative headspace you were in. And the truth or the secret is the Chariot with the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're not necessarily pushing people away anymore, but this could be somebody coming towards you too, because anytime the Chariot comes up is a good sign, because that means you're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. You're in your energy. You know, I think that there's a direction that you want to go in, or someone's coming towards you, and you're not really being so defensive. You know, maybe you're kind of a little bit, you're ready to talk to people, ready to move on with your life, ready to just push forward. And I feel like your mindset's changed. You know, I think that you guys are getting your confidence back. You're getting your strength back. I mean, you're being guided either way. Thank you, Bill. What do you need to know, or what should you know? You have the Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So this could have something to do with health for some of you guys. If there's someone that has a medical bill, I think that you're going to be assisted. Maybe some of you guys are worried about seeing a doctor if you don't have money for it, or maybe this is just about in the right things where you want to spend your time. Maybe this person wants to spend time with you, because this is a wish fulfillment on whatever level, you know, because it could be whatever that is to you. But I just think that this is something you want, and, you know, you're not really afraid to cut any corners with this, because the Queen of Swords gives no fucks. You know, she's ready, you know. And I think that you're going to be able to be discerning with people in your life now. We're not going to be so emotional, even if you were comfortable with them, even if you did get hurt by them, because you know where to invest your time now. And it's also about money coming in for some of you. Like, if you wish for money, this is the time to claim it, because there's a lot of good things coming in now, and it's because of the things that you've been through. You know, it's because you went through some shit for a while. And, you know, I think that you had to make a decision, and maybe there's still some things that you don't understand. But when you started to change the way you thought about things, regardless if you knew the outcome or if, you know, you didn't really admit out loud, I just feel like you're not going to spend time in your head, like, you know, this depression, all of this stuff. You're coming out of that. And because of that, then there's going to be some good things coming in. And whatever direction you're going in is obviously the right direction, because your card came up first, you know, and whatever this is written in the stars. This is yours, you know, this is destiny. So whatever's meant for you will always be for you, you know. And you got some people on your side as well, because you got some angels up there too, you know. Wherever you're going, Cancer, you're doing good. What do you need to let go of or move away from? Two of Cups, Empress, Two of Wands. Some of you, it's an earth sign who needs to get their shit together. Somebody who was kind of, I think that some of you guys relied on them, or you tried to, because of this connection, and you kind of realized that you want to take a break from this, or maybe you just, you know, this person has some issues that they're choosing not to deal with. So there's nothing you could do about that. You know, you're making the conscious decision to move forward with your life and then be in the Empress energy. You know, I think that this is one of two things. It could have been other people involved in this connection, and that's why, you know, you need to let it go. Because yes, it was a soulmate. Yes, it was a really a spiritual connection. But I just feel like whatever idea you have and whatever you know about this person isn't at this level. They're not on your level. Whoever this is, could be a father, it could be a Sagittarius, it could be an earth sign, air, whoever. They're not making these decisions for their life. You know, I think that you are. And because of that, you're being guided. There's stars in every single one of these. Like, like, this is your destiny, you know. And I just think that you don't have anything to worry about if you're waiting for someone. And some of you guys are dealing with a soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So, I mean, I still feel like some of you guys have a fire sign that is trying to figure out how to come into your life. But this energy of whoever this is, they got to go, you know. They don't want to see shit. They don't want to deal with their problems. Then they got to go, you know, because you got other people coming in now that is going to be the connection that you want and desire in your life. And you really don't have to do anything. It's going to come to you. It's just about bringing it together now, you know. The ball's in your court, you know, or theirs. And whoever it is ready. And I think that it has a lot to do with when you change the way you think, then that improved the situation for sure, because you had to cut some people out, I think, to get this new beginning, but you're not afraid to do that now. You know, you kind of had to take on that logical, that air sign approach where people had to go, you know. And regardless if it was a relationship or a marriage, you guys have changed pretty drastically, and you might be a little bit confused about your feelings, but you're also healing, and you're also not really supposed to take any action right now, because there's some shit that you know, Cancer, and there's like, you're aware of this. Pisces.
Shit.
Well then. I think that you guys need to, some of you Pisces need to stand up for yourself when it comes to a job, because I feel like some of you guys have been working really hard and people are watching you at your job, but you need to stand up for yourself and don't be afraid to walk the fuck away from this, because it's kind of blocking you majorly. And some of you guys, it's a relationship or something where there's a whole lot of fighting, and a break is maybe needed right now to become stable in this. What is the truth or the secret? You have the Moon card with the Queen of Cups in reverse. There's something you're not saying, right? About how you feel, about maybe you're emotionally closed off. Damn, my incense just went flying across the room. That's how you feel? I'll have to set some shit on fire in here. This situation is being guided regardless of whatever was done. I feel like it's somebody's parents as well. There's more than one scenario here, but you guys have an idea of what you want to do, but it's time to speak that either into real life or to tell the truth about, you know, what you want to do, because I think that some of you guys are loyal to the wrong people, for one, and two, you're missing opportunities sitting here and not doing shit about it because you're being guided to move away from something and let some shit go. But you got to open up your mouthpiece and let it be known, regardless if they're parents or not. And you're being guided as well in a love situation, but it's like they can't really bring you together if you're not telling the truth or you're not saying shit, you know? Somebody had a parent who went out on a marriage, whatever this was, and I just feel like there was a loss here because you guys are waiting. You waited for something for a long time, but it's just like you're still focused on shit that you lost and not what you have. Some of you guys are dealing with the soulmate right now, the connection you want in your life, but you're still sitting here like, but I put a lot of time into whatever. No, you don't know what you have. You're not, if you focus on what you don't have and what you lost, then of course you're going to be confused. Of course you're not going to know what to do because maybe it's not the right thing. Maybe there's something you're missing because of where your focus is at, you know? What you need to know or what you should know, World card in reverse and the Three of Swords. So there's a cycle that someone isn't closing, and it has something to do, some of you it's a job, some of you it's a relationship with a Gemini perhaps, or just overall you're still holding on to something that hurt you, whether it's loss or depression or whatever. This is done though, you know, but you're not letting this part close. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's just about, you know, something hurts and you're like torturing yourself waiting for something. And I'm just like, you got to take that blindfold off and see this for what it is, because I just think that your intuition is blocked when it comes to this because of whatever reason. And some of you, it is a situation with kids and parents, but I just think that there's a tower that's going to hit, or it already did. And you got to figure out who's really loyal and who's really like wanting the same things that you do, but you need to move towards that energy, because this is about to bust wide open and you might miss an opportunity with someone if you continue to stay in. Let this shit go. What do you need to move away from or let go of? Knight of Swords, Judgment. Are we arguing with people constantly because you don't see eye to eye with someone? You think that they don't think they're wrong and you're right because you got hurt, so you're lashing out, right? But who are you lashing out on? Because judgment is a decision. You know, this is something from your past you don't want to let go of, but you're taking it out on whoever's around you and just doing things without thinking or saying things without thinking. But it's only at the end of the day keeping you stuck in this because you're hurt, you know, but you're kind of stopping shit in your life. Especially when it comes to love, you don't want to see something about somebody you're with. And I think that some of you guys are really afraid to stand up for yourself because you don't want to fight. But at the same time, you need to take a break from something, you know. Maybe some of you guys need to go and get some medical attention, or it's really about opening up your mouth and speaking. Like, where is your confidence? Where's your strength at? Because it's like you're standing here and you know what direction you're supposed to go in, but you're stuck in this negative ass energy. Or someone is. I mean, this is a Pisces reading, but I don't see any emotions. I see just your thoughts are kind of messed up because of the way you were taught, or the lack of being taught how to deal with things, especially when it comes to a relationship or a marriage.
Hi, Mom. The place is good.
I don't think some of you guys were taught what love is or what a true partnership is, or maybe you don't know how to be that, but you're focusing on this, what you lost. And you've got 2 cups sitting behind you, but it's like, you're not paying attention to it at all. You know, you could go in a totally different direction with this, with someone who, you know, you think about a lot, you know, there's a connection, and maybe stop pushing them away because of whatever you had to learn the hard way. You know, it's not their fault that this tower hit you. Maybe you need to cut some other people out of your life. Stop being so stubborn and stuck in your ways thinking you're right, because sometimes you're not. And the universe is giving wake-up calls. And I think there's some healing that needs to happen, Pisces, of whatever it is. You got to think back. It's your own specific situation, but you got to think back. What's the root of this? What is it? A decision or something you don't want to see? Because you're scared of you the way you deserve to be loved? What is it? You got to open up a little bit. When it comes to work and love, you can figure out how to balance it out. If it's your soulmate, y'all will figure it out. But it's just like somebody's in their feelings. Like, they left me. I don't know. Scorpio. Oh, Lord. I guess we're taking all these. 8 of Cups, Hierophant, Strength card in reverse. Well then, somebody's walking away from a marriage that was pretty toxic. The truth and the secret in a situation. Well, damn. 7 of Swords. We're looking back at, or we're running. There could be an air sign that's running. because here's the Death card, Seven of Swords, Star card in reverse, where I feel like there's a pretty big change or something that needs to change, or it is. And I think that you can see it, you know what's happening, but it's just like somebody's running from this, because I think that there's something about themselves that they don't want to admit, and that it's kind of hard for them to, it's like outside of their body. They can see it themselves, or maybe you can see it. That's the problem, but they're running from it. So whatever you're showing them is they don't like. And I think that there's going to be clarity in this situation of maybe why it didn't move forward. But I just think that there's a lot of work to be done either on yourself or the situation, simply because when you mirror somebody, you're showing them every ugly part about them that they don't want to see. Of course, people are going to run. They could be gone with the wind. Fucking gingerbread man. Because we can see people, you know, Scorpios can see through your shit. And someone don't like what they see. What do you need to know, or what should you know? High Priestess in reverse with the World card. Your intuition's a little bit off about this, because I think that there might be more than one direction, more than one way to do this, but I just think that you're blocked when it comes to what way you want to go, or maybe it's like, oh, do we let this cycle end with this Taurus, or do we continue? I feel like some shit went down, and it's time to make that decision. Some of you, it is an earth sign that needs to do some work on themselves, because their mental state is blocking their direction, and you can't change that. You know, they don't want to see things about themselves, and it has something to do with their mother, or balancing and being fair in a situation. What do you need to let go of or move away from? Hangman in reverse, Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. This heartbreak, I feel like, is old, but I just feel like this is the reason why you don't know what decision to make about this, because you remember how bad it hurts to have your heart broken, and you're not really stuck. You've seen all the sides of this situation, and some shit fell down. And it's like, now I feel like your focus is more on your finances, or, you know, planting the seeds in your life. But at the same time, we got to let go of whoever hurt us, because we put our time in this. Some of us put our time in this, and we're not really just because we can see things doesn't mean other people are ready to sometimes, you know? And I just think that something went all the way down, where it was Ten of Swords, but this is over, and we can't really hold this hurt against somebody new. And I think that maybe we can see the hurt in other people because of what we've been through, and we can, it's just like sometimes people don't want to hear that, you know? So as long as we kind of like keep our eye on our own bobber here and realize that, you know, there's some shit we need to move away from too. We're going through a transition in our lives where we don't have time for the bullshit anymore, you know? And we've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly in this situation, and it's about investing and working together with someone who knows what they have when they have you, who knows how loyal you are, who knows that you're in this for the long haul. You're not going anywhere. This is solid. You're solid. This is what you wanted them to be, but they weren't. Some people block their own direction because of who they choose to be. And it shouldn't really faze us anymore, because we know the truth about this. We know we've had the clarity. We had to learn this shit the hard way, you know, and I feel like we faced our demons though. You know, we don't have to hide about this anymore. I feel like maybe there's a decision that we don't really know what to make, but at the same time, that's a part of life. We're not always going to know the answers. Sometimes you're just going to fly. You don't even know, you know? But it's just like, why should we have to sit here and wait for people to grow up or wait for people to see their own bullshit in this cloud of smoke, you know, even though the whole time we've known and we know that we can't really be a part of that. People either work with you or they work against you. And it's like, we can't hold up the weight of somebody else. We've always held our own weight, but who's helping us? Like, who's going to hold us up though? The dead weight shit is gone. It's over with. So remember that when you start coming back up to those people that you had to cut out or you're no longer in contact with, remember what they were really like. Because they haven't changed. And there's some pretty narcissistic ass energy around this. And I don't know if it's someone at your job or something that you're not really seeing, or they don't want to see their, I feel like it's them. They don't want to see their shit. And okay. Sorry, not sorry, motherfucker. We got to close this out. We told the truth. We know who we are. Gotta go. You could stay stagnant in that energy the rest of your fucking life waiting for a motherfucker to change. No. We don't have time for you. And I dropped the card somewhere. I feel like this is gonna fall. So it looks like it. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, some of you guys are working for somebody who's probably, you're going to need to stand up for yourself. Because this person's your friend, I think, so you don't want to say anything to them, but maybe it's time to get a different job. What is the truth and the secret for Aquarius? Ooh. Yeah, you guys are, whoever your boss is, they're fucking up your money. You guys have been through, I feel like this is, you've learned though, whatever you needed to learn, you learned. And I think that you guys are meant to teach other people, because the lotus flower is, you know, they grow in mud. Whatever they've been through, they come out like better, stronger, you know. And with the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, there's something with teaching that is going to bring you like a solid foundation. But I think that because you're so confused about people's life, you're not seeing this, and it really is messing up your money. So the truth and the secret is the World card with the Ace of Swords. It's time to have the clarity or speak this truth into reality about moving forward, starting a new chapter in your life. You know, it's kind of up to you what you want to do with this, but I feel like you are afraid to speak this, or you're afraid to go in another direction because you don't know the outcome. Considering everything you've been through, maybe you shouldn't be so worried about the outcome, because first of all, you have somebody in your corner, and second of all, it's going to be okay. You're going to be successful with money if that's what you're worried about. What do you need to know, or what should you know? King of Swords. Hermit in reverse. I feel like you're standing in your power and you're not necessarily even remotely emotional about this decision or whatever needs to be said. But at the same time, there's something you're not really seeing about people that you think are loyal to you, or whatever the case may be. It could be a Pisces, but I just feel like you are about to get some news, or maybe you realized that you're gonna have to do this on your own, and you shouldn't be afraid of that because your energy is on point, you know. And I think that you realize how to overcome some things, but I think that your confidence is a little bit fucked up because of what other people have done to you. But it's kind of an illusion of what they reflect back to you about themselves. It's kind of fucking you up because it's not even your energy, it's theirs. And for some reason you took on that energy and you think that it's like you're the one with the problem when it's the people that are around you. Maybe you're not seeing that there's someone in your life who could be loyal to you, that could make you happy, but do we give a cold fuck at this point? I don't know. What do you need to move away from or let go of? King of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a home situation somebody needs to walk away from, but also maybe not being so emotionally closed off with, you know, that love word that we have sometimes for people. Because y'all fucking air signs, I don't know, you could be some cold motherfuckers, and I can't relate because I'm a goddamn water sign. And we are just these fucking feeling ass. I don't know. I feel like you don't know how someone feels, or you're afraid to tell someone how you, there's something you're not talking about, something to do with kids, something to do with your job. You're just stressed out. And I think that you have the right person or people around you, but I don't know where your focus is at, because for how long did you not open up to anybody? Held on to something for dear life? But that's why you're emotionless. Having the clarity about what's really going on, how tall you really stand, and maybe not being afraid to open up to somebody and, you know, let your emotions out a little bit, because loyalty and stability is here, but I don't think you see it because of whatever energy was off with this depression. I think that it's easier for you not to go down the feelings road. Libra. Eight of Swords. Do you have a blindfold on about a fire sign? Are you ready to cut them off? You guys want to go in another direction. I think that you just want things to be even. But at the same time, you don't know the outcome. And you don't know, some of you guys don't know if you want to be single, if you want to move, if something like, you guys are confused as fuck right now. But at the same time, if you feel like you're stuck in a situation, it's because there's something you're not seeing. Some of you guys need to move away from a home situation or a relationship or whatever the fuck this is, but you're just like, some of you guys need to switch up how you think and like think about it in a different way, where some people in your life intentionally did things to you, and they're the ones that are fucked up. They're the ones that need to carry that weight. You don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to be disconnected from your feelings and not talk about whatever situation that was here. Because you're waiting, or someone's waiting, Cancer. Someone's going to be coming in, actually. And I think that it's going to be an equal give and take, or maybe just moving in that direction, because you guys need to work together with somebody, and this person is your soulmate. And I think that it's hard for you to put into words how you feel about them, but you do feel, but it's just like a part of you second guesses it too, because of whatever situation where there was kids or a baby daddy, or how you were raised, how somebody was raised. I just think that maybe it's two very different people, or it's just about realizing that there's more than one way to see a situation, and not everybody thinks alike, but you're going to have to work on it, you know. The truth and the secret is the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Fool card in reverse. There's a situation with kids where you want to try something, you want to go in a new direction with things, but you just feel like you should be teaching them something, or you should be with them because you want them to learn the right things, and you want them to be able to express their emotions. But I think that if it's about kids, the kids are fine. The kids know where your loyalty stands. You're teaching them the right things. It's just going to take some time to get through whatever this was. And I don't think that you should necessarily not go after what you want because maybe you made a wrong choice, or you feel like you don't know what choice to make. But there's an opportunity here for you. And I just think that some of you guys are giving it up because there's somebody in your life that could help you. I think that could be there with your kids maybe, or whatever this is. I just feel like there's a lot of your thoughts about something kind of revert back to fear, and those fear-based thoughts are kind of fucking you up a little bit, but you're not really doing anything wrong. You just you can't really see where this could go, and I feel like whatever it is, it's going to go global. And what you need to know, or what you should know, is you have the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be getting married. Some of you guys, it's really important for you to have that example for your children on how to be solid and how to stand next to somebody. And you're teaching them the right, all I see is like you're teaching them the right things. They're fine. You know what I mean? And it's like the Page of Cups in reverse with the Devil is like you're scared of something, but you really don't have a reason to be, because the Queen of Wands is solid. She knows what she wants. She goes and gets it. You have somebody in your corner that's solid. I think that whatever direction you wanted to go, you should go, and not hold yourself back because you're doubting yourself, because you don't need to at all. You know how to make shit happen. What you need to let go of and move away from, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lovers. You're being guided. Whoever this person is, even if you go in a different direction, something about you're afraid that if you're not there, that they want to be single, or maybe you don't know sometimes if you want to be single, but it's like whatever you guys have went through has shaped you into who you're supposed to be. And not only did you come from the fucking bottom and come back up, And it just doesn't, like, it's pretty much whatever direction you're going and you're being guided and you're being brought in the right things, and it's equal. It's not one-sided. And I just feel like some of you guys want to go in direction with something, but you're afraid of taking a loss and making that decision because you don't know if it's going to work out, and it will. So change how you're thinking about things, because you might be manifesting the wrong things, and don't, those fear-based thoughts is what's going to fuck us up in the long run. Some of you guys are with your twin, or you will be, and there won't be any confusion after that. You know, you just need to get through whatever this is right now and know that you're being guided towards something. You're going to have to go through the dark side of your soul first, you know, and it's not going to be easy. But once you do that, then you're going to be on the right path. Maybe this other person needs to do that still. And so you feel like this is never going to come together. And where the fuck are they? Like, do they want to come with me? You know, there's just some things you both are learning from each other, and they're supposed to be in your life, whoever this is. I just think that someone is very disconnected from their feelings, or maybe they don't know that you're going, you guys know you're going through a pretty big ass transfer, but you really run from it though. You know what I mean? And whatever idea you have for a job, go for it. Or income. Gemini. It's easy to manifest bad things because of fear. Because we're like, as a mother, we got to think, you worry about 10,000 different things. And it's like, those fear-based thoughts are what you're manifesting. You don't realize it because everybody worries, everybody stressed. Like, train your mind to rewire itself and be conscious of what you're thinking. That's when things change. Some of you guys are really afraid that this earth sign is going to leave you. You need to have a conversation with somebody in your life, maybe a water sign. Being guided too, Gemini. And you need to see something in your life, but not talking about it isn't going to solve this. You guys are healing, and those ugly parts are getting brought right out in your face and their face. So this is kind of a rough period right now. Some heartbreak. There was probably a fight. Something was said that you can't take back. You're waiting for something, or you invested something, but it's like, I feel like this heartbreak is inevitable for some of you because you put a lot of time into this person, you put a lot of time into this project, whatever it is, and you kind of were blindsided by everything that went down and who this person really was. And it's just like, you didn't even know you were being betrayed. What's the truth or the secret? World card in reverse. 8 of Swords in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. So there's a cycle here where you kind of stayed in a situation even though you knew you could get out of it. Like, I feel like you had the knowledge and you kind of thought about it in every which way because that's what y'all do. But at the same time, I feel like you didn't expect this person to betray you this way. You didn't expect to be the one that ended up getting hurt because you stayed there. You stayed in this situation. You tried to make this shit work. And it's like, but you're still sitting in this heartbreak right now. And it's causing you confusion about what a relationship is really supposed to be because there's some manipulative ass people in your life and you had no idea. Could be at your job. It could be somebody was pretty toxic and you stayed with them regardless, but this cycle is still open. and someone's a fucking narcissist. So there's something that you had to learn the hard way. What should you know, or what do you need to know? Yeah, he's the cool guy. Queen of Swords, Justice, Strength card. You guys need to make this decision. You need to open up your mouth. Remember who the fuck you are, for one, and get your confidence back, because someone took your power. You need to go in the house, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi guys. I'll see you later. And today's my birthday, so say happy birthday to me, please. And give some likes to my mom.
Shut the door.
I love you guys. Bye.
There's something you didn't want to see. There's some decision that you don't know how to make. But it's about time that you take your strength back. You take your confidence back. You take your fucking power back in this, because maybe you didn't know. You didn't know that this was going to happen. You didn't know that this was what this person was. But at the same time, you got to make this decision. You got to say it like out loud, you know, like, I'm taking my fucking power back. I'm not going to sit there and be around manipulative ass people just because I'm comfortable. You can't fix this person, even though you tried. What do you need to let go of or move away from? King of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Swords. Whatever you have all this anxiety about, pay attention to when you have panic attacks or when you have anxiety, because some of you guys are staying with someone who you think could financially support you, but they're really one-sided about it. You know, they are going to talk a big talk, but they're fucking with your head and your mind. Like, the reason you have anxiety is this person, the one that you think you're holding on to because somebody stepped in after somebody else betrayed you. So you're comfortable and you don't really know why you're so mentally conflicted. Pay attention to the energy around you, because that's what you need to move away from. You need to go through this big ass lesson in your life to get to something better. Not one-sided people, not people that betray you, not people that hurt you. You know, to get this balance back in your life, the reason why things are stuck is because they're trying to get you to see this. And I feel like some of you guys didn't get the memo for maybe the last 3 years. You kept trying this situation. It's immature and it doesn't go anywhere, regardless if they give you some money or not. Listen to your intuition. It's done. You gotta let it go. It's gotta be done. For some of you, it's an Aquarius that you tried to fix. It's almost like they're your child and not your partner, because you feel bad for them. Somebody needs to stand up for themselves. See this situation for what it is and start manifesting in something better, because I feel like you've been manifesting this person back in, or somebody, and there's a disconnect with emotions because they're fucked up, not you. It's not like this, you know, stable ground with the loyalty that you want isn't out the door, but there is an ending that you need to see and accept, and it's someone from your past that you keep letting back in your life. It's a karmic soulmate, Gemini. They're not supposed to be with you forever. Sometimes you gotta fall off to come back together the right way. Or sometimes you gotta go shit alone. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Still not making a decision, are we, Taurus? Kind of feeling like we're stuck. Ooh, shit. Stuck in a situation with a Scorpio. Oh, son of a bitch. You're comfortable, but they keep breaking your heart. Taurus, karmic soulmate. Can someone Google karmic soulmates for the sign of Taurus? Because God bless y'all. Y'all just, I don't fucking know. What is the truth or the secret? Death card in reverse with the Fool card. You're staying stuck.
Mom, what do I do with the kid?
In this situation with this person who is probably going in another direction. Can you shut the door? I don't want the... Because they're your soulmate. Because there's children involved. But you turned your back on your true soulmates because you don't have any confidence. It's gone. Maybe you need to take a break from this situation with this person who has got you wrapped up tighter than... I don't know. There's a decision you got to make here, though, with this person or another person where it's like you're being guided to be with somebody, but you're not talking to someone because these parts of yourself that you need to heal, and accepting this ending is the reason why things don't get off the ground. Some of you guys need to learn how to do an equal give and take in a relationship and not accept shit else from people and give that to another person. Making that decision about what a relationship is. What's true partnership? Is it about give me your money and fuck off? Or is there a reason you constantly juggle and can't make a decision because you haven't opened up your mouth to tell the truth about that? You don't even care. Some of you don't even care about the situation, or they don't care about you. Time to go somewhere new, somewhere else. Time to have that clarity about all this confusion. Someone has some options, though. Somebody that you love took your power. And the angels are trying to help you, but I'm pretty sure that someone's going in a new direction. I don't know who it is. Probably both y'all simultaneously, whatever. Stressed out, not making a decision. Trust your intuition. What you should know or what you need to be aware of is the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I keep seeing this shit. Your loyalty to your family is what's fucking you up. Because you were taught probably to stay with people, or your vision of what this relationship should be, it's not going anywhere. And you tried, but there's a lot of healing and things that, but let go of something that you're holding on to. You know what this is, but you don't want to make this decision. What do you need to move away from or let go of? Ooh, not making a decision. Shocker. A head over heart decision isn't always the fun. You know what I mean? No one wants to make those decisions. But you can't stay on this rock blindfolded in the storm. I mean, you can, but why? You know, you just need to know you have to make this decision. You can't sit like this anymore. If you want things to change in your life, you got to make that decision and move with it. Take the energy to move with it. Because you guys need to take a break from something and make this judgment call for your life, because love is a twisted ass scenario. They manipulate your emotions. And that's why you have all this anxiety and stuff. and you feel like you can't go in a new direction. But if you're being stalled or stuck, maybe there's something you need to learn. There's something that you need to tame within yourself. There's something you need to see about this situation. I think one of your parents was a narcissist, or someone is just stuck in their ways to the point where you got to go through this transformation. You got to take this loss and learn this lesson so that you can heal the right way. And it does involve moving. It does involve learning things the hard way. You think you're stuck in a situation, but you're not. Virgo. Soulmate energy. Finding a way to be happy. I think you're letting some old shit go, Virgo. You're going a new direction. Away from these people that don't want to change. No longer fighting about shit. No longer talking to people that are confused about their emotions. You have some ideas, it looks like, for money. Some of you guys need to be careful about who you work for or who you work with. I feel like there's going to be something offered to another person. And you might have to go at it alone. Do this independently and you'll be all right. Whoa. Some of y'all feel blocked too. Shit. You don't feel like you should have to defend yourself to, or you don't think that it would be right because you respect this person. But the biggest lesson I feel like is that you do need to learn how to stand up for yourself and don't be afraid to walk away from people, because I feel like you guys are the ones taking a loss here. You know, there could be some health issues, or this just could be overall the truth, and the secret is that you were meant to learn something about standing up for yourself and leaving situations that no longer serve you, because it's throwing off your energy and making you miss opportunities in your life where you could be teaching other people, or maybe you need to go back to school. And just know that once you do this thing, whatever this is, it will be successful. What do you need to know, or what should you know? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Three of Wands in reverse. This idea you have that you want to do, you don't know how to make it work. You don't know how to juggle all of this stuff because you feel like it's never going to come in for you. It's never going to happen, but it is. This ship is right here. It's coming in, and you're going to find balance, but you do also have to make a choice on which direction you want to go. And I think that if you're worried about going in the opposite direction as somebody else, I think you guys are on the same page, and this opportunity is coming in, and you're going to be able to balance it all out. But you both have to make that decision on how to do that. You know, don't wait forever to do this because someone else maybe was unsure, or you don't know what they want to do. But I just think that maybe there was a conversation. Some of you guys, it's the medical field. Maybe you're meant to be something maybe with mental health, some kind of teacher, where there's some things that you've been through as a child that could really help other people. And I think that's your purpose, because you know what it's like to maybe not grow up in the greatest of situations. You know what it's like to have losses in your life. You know what it's like to have an idea about yourself as a child, but never really go for it because you don't know what the future is going to bring. But at the same time, you're strong and you've been through this for a reason. And you don't have to fight for this anymore. You shouldn't have to explain yourself to people that should know by now making that decision of in your life, and just trust your intuition, because I think that some of you guys are still kind of fucked up over a betrayal that's happening now or something that happened before, and it's causing a lot of depression in this. But there's a really big transformation where there's some old things that need to go, shedding that old skin, because you can go in this new direction. You should go in this new direction, and it's being guided. It's going to be okay. What do you need to move away from or let go of? Six of Wands in reverse with the Moon card. I think that there was a job that wasn't offered to you. Maybe it was offered to someone else, or you got the wrong kind of attention, or someone's getting the wrong, like you didn't really get credit for something and someone lied to you. But I almost want to say it's fear-based, because I think that you're afraid it won't be successful, or that this isn't going to work out for you, because you don't know how it's going to turn out. And I think that it's going to be okay. But it's like, you need to realize that things are coming in at the right time when they're supposed to. And that's how it always goes. You know, some of you guys are going through some things with your emotions that you need to get through. And it might be a little bit tough, because this is stuff you don't talk about. This is stuff that goes way deep. And once you get through this, then your direction is going to be made more clear. And it's your purpose for your life. Capricorn, the blue smoke in my eye. Still doing this. There's a marriage. Something went south. You guys are going in a new direction, or maybe you want to. I think there's going to be a new opportunity here for you. The truth and the secret is Three of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse. I think that maybe there were some other people involved in this. Someone might have not been satisfied in a situation, but that's kind of their issues, and that's kind of the decisions that they made for their life, and you can't fix that, and you can't keep fighting for the same volcano. Your intuition is blocked, or it was, and that's why this tower hit. It has something to do with the family. It has something to do with the new direction and just balancing everything out, but it's more importantly learning something that you needed to learn. Thinking about things before saying them or acting on them, because maybe the impulses were off, or whatever the case may be. What should you know, or what do you need to know? The Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Some people, I think, have been really chaotic. They've been in and out of your life. I don't think that they're like that anymore, but the energy is still kind of lingering around, and that's what caused a lot of fights. That's what caused things to kind of fall. But if it fell, it needed to. And there were some things that needed to be in a situation where people were doing things behind your back or whatever, and someone just has to do with attention, whether it was for attention or someone wanted attention from other people, or you can't win this with this person. And I think that this is a soulmate. You know, maybe there was a marriage, but it's just like, in order to balance yourself out, I think that you need to be aware of how you think about things and how stuck in your ways that you are, or someone in your life it was, because this is a cycle that's repeating, and I don't think that it's this one. It happened before this. What do you need to move away from, and what do you need to let go of? Queen of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse, the Devil card in reverse. This was a toxic situation, this relationship, this marriage to this person that you loved. Sometimes you gotta love people at a distance, you know what I'm saying? You can't fight for things that are just guaranteed to fail because of whatever underlying reason. And I don't even think that it's you guys. I think that's this other person. But having the clarity and setting up the right boundaries for these one-sided situations that you hold on to, that you really shouldn't have to carry this weight anymore, you know? Having the courage to go in the direction that makes you happy, because you can do that. You did get out of something that was pretty toxic, and I think that there's children involved. There was a decision that was made. There were some lies maybe, but I just think that this all comes down to something that you needed to learn about building with other people, or not being able to leave situations because they were a karmic soulmate. And this kind of went on for too long, and that's kind of why it caused so much damage. But I just think that there's something that you need to learn, and it has something to do with boundaries. It has something to do with decisions, conversations, thought patterns, some things that you need to work on in yourself, so you're not carrying the weight of everybody else and providing for people that don't provide to you, but they sure do run to Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know, because this was a relationship, this was a marriage that you wanted to be in because it was comfortable, because they were someone that was in your life for a long time. But in reality, it wasn't meant to stay. Maybe not right now. Someone's got some real issues, and it's time to make that call to move forward. Keep those boundaries up so you don't keep putting yourself in this situation. Some people are mentally ill, some people are narcissistic, and you will never be able to change that. But you can damn sure cut them out of your life, regardless if there was love there or not. Someone doesn't want to see their issues, okay? There's some healing that needs to be done here. It could be with a friend, it could be with whoever. But making that call, there's still some shady shit being done. There's really chaotic. Someone kind of sleeps around, I think, and they're emotionally fucked up, and that stems from a long time ago, from their father or someone like that in their life, and they're holding on to that and kind of damaging everyone in their path. And it's time to invest in something new and move forward. But remember those boundaries, and remember that you can be solid on your own, and you don't have to be with people that are like this. This isn't a relationship, and some of this shit was done on purpose. There's a major disconnect with emotions because of something that happened in their childhood, and you tried to come in and take the spot where you were loyal, you were down for them, to show them what, you know, a family life could be like, but you can't fix them and the things that they need to deal with. But maybe there's some work that you could do on yourself as well. Maybe be friends with people a little bit, getting married or something like that. A new direction. Away from these people. But I have to get going. I hope everyone has a good day. And if I can